Rainbow Dreams Educational Foundation presents the 22nd Annual Las Vegas Juneteenth Festival, Saturday, June 17th from 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. at the Expo at World Market Center. Join us and celebrate Juneteenth Freedom Day as we welcome R&B diva 702 back to Sin City to perform their biggest hits. This event is free to the public. You heard us, free. For more information, visit us online at june19lv.com. That's june19lv.com. Powered by Zappos.
Keep your radio dial right here. You're locked into the hottest news station on the planet. Hot 702.5 in FM sound. Blazing today's hip hop, R&B, and pop music. Keeping your radio on fire. Bringing you the hottest, realest, riskiest talk shows live 24/7 on hot7025fm.com.
It's go time. Well, hello.
Hello.
No, get somebody else to do it.
What?
I need to see what I need to see.
Right.
What's happening? It is Thursday. Get it together on Hot 702.5 FM with Jnine
And Jezzi.
And Tay.
Yeah, it is now the three of us. And
Yes, it is.
welcome to Thursday. I'm going to take my breather as, the regular thing, because it's just good to shake it all off as everybody tries to
Maneuver, settle
get it together.
Get it together.
Settle in. Take
Hey,
a deep
mama.
breath in. Ooh, deep breath out. And let it all go. Why? Yeah, let it all go. Just let it all go in this very moment. So, glad to be here today. How's everybody?
Good.
I am doing.
Pretty good.
I got a little of my,
Who?
let me see.
Who? What?
It was
when?
my birthday Tuesday. So I'm still in B-Day celebratory mode.
Happy birthday to ya.
Woo.
Happy birthday
Hey.
to ya. Happy birthday.
Woo.
For the people, by the people.
Yes,
That's Hot
indeed.
702. So, how was happy birthday, and how was the birthday celebration?
It was good. I actually got some tooth work done on Monday, so I'm suffering through that. But other than that, it's been good. No complaints. I feel blessed to have made 53 trips around the sun,
Amen.
Blessing.
and I'm not mad at all. And I've been feeling the love. I have absolutely been feeling the love. Hey, Mama.
Okay. All right. I'm glad to hear
I
that.
think we got a puppy. I got a puppy. I got my mama a puppy. She got
Y'all
a
and
puppy.
y'all dogs, boy.
Man, I'm telling you, it don't even make sense.
It's a family of dogs now. Like,
It
for real.
is. I
She
mean,
got-
we went from cats.
These are the grandkids, though. Let's be clear.
Yeah, 'cause
Right,
they act
right.
like kids. They act like kids.
These are the
They do.
grandkids. So I'm not mad.
No.
Okay, so you got a puppy. You had a lot of birthday love. It's a lot of birthday love on my flow, so that was pretty cool.
Yes.
Shout out to all the Geminis. My dad had a birthday on the 11th.
Yeah.
Rest in
Geminis,
peace.
boy.
Happy heavenly birthday,
You know,
Johnny.
do you remember that I had given you and my daddy a birthday party in Sassoon? So it was at the house that Chelsea lived down the street, Driftwood. And it was in the garage.
Oh, was it a day party?
It was a
like
day
a
party.
barbecue where
Yep.
you was with glasses?
Shut the hell up. She did throw some glasses in there. So that
Yes,
just came
I
into my spirit, and I was like, that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
That was pretty popping.
You was lit
Mhm.
because you
Daddy was
always
lit.
lived in beautiful homes when you was in Fairfield. You stayed in these beautiful homes, and you had a party that day for us. It was a day party. We had barbecue, and that was cute.
That was
real
cute, right? And it was a
Yeah.
garage full
That's
of
a long
people.
time
And it was
ago.
like, surprise,
I
surprise.
know.
It was a long time ago.
Oops.
Yeah.
Yes, I remember that clear as
But
day.
that's the kind of friend I am. You know what I'm saying?
yes,
No, that's right.
yes.
But no, it came to my mind because obviously with Daddy's birthday, being
Yes.
on the 11th, I was like, dang, it's a lot going on in November, in
June.
In June, because the ex-husband His birthday was in June. I gave him a surprise birthday party. No, not that ex-husband.
I know.
Actually,
I know.
my
I saw
ex-husband.
that look on her face. I was like, let me look at you real quick, see what we doing
Oh,
over
he ain't
here.
June, but it's Gemini.
Yeah, that was my deadbeat. So you didn't
Lord.
have a deadbeat. But
I
yeah,
had a
so-
Gemini too myself for 8 years, so.
and we ain't gonna talk about that because you show aired his ass out on our relationship show. Just aired him
Ooh.
out.
Gemini men are different than Gemini women to an extent. I will say that.
No, they are.
I
they are.
absolutely will, because they a cold piece of work.
They are a cold piece
Yes,
of work,
they
and
are.
they're cold
Yeah.
in that piece of work. Like
Yes.
they really have a turn-off button.
Yes, they do. That
But
can,
they
it's a
also
switch.
have this thing that they hold on to hurts really, really tough in a way that actually could be detrimental to their health.
Yep.
I mean,
can see that.
extreme.
I
So,
can
like,
see
my
that.
dad passed away apologizing to my mom. I'm like, y'all been divorced since I was in her womb damn near. So, why are we still talking about apologies to my mom?
Because they
So, he
hold
really
that,
lived
they
with,
hold
they,
that guilt.
they live with that guilt.
They
They
hold
hold
it.
on to it, and they'll hold on to it for life.
They will.
So,
I
I
believe it.
will say
And I know
that.
that's human behavior, but it is
Right.
it is very obvious in the Gemini men trait.
Yeah, because they tend to reminisce on the past and see it with rose-colored glasses. They tend to forget. And I'm guilty of that myself. I'll forget a lot of the hurt and pain after a certain amount of time and start to reminisce on the good only. And that's what'll stick with me.
Right.
And if I did something in the relationship to damage it, I'm going to hold on to it in regret. But if I knew I was the best person that I could be, I will still hold, after I recover from the hurt and pain, I got rose-colored glasses on. And I'm only going to see the good in somebody in looking back to the past. It's weird, but it's true. And I think
Okay.
that's a trait of ours, whereas we put these glasses on and all of a sudden all that other stuff is out the window.
I don't know, but take them glasses off like
Take
I
them
just had to
glasses
take
off.
I couldn't see nothing. I was like, I got to take these glasses off. So let's jump real quick into our restaurant reports because I felt some kind of way about a few things. Because normally I'm only reporting C's and closed.
Right.
Because C's is going to be your 30 demerits. It's going to be, you really got in trouble. And when you're looking at the C's, they're in red. So it definitely tells you that
They're on the
they
verge.
had some, man,
Okay.
you on the verge of closing if you don't get your shit together.
Okay.
Right? So this Jack C. Bulicon, I don't even know what it is. And when I struggle with the name, it's already somewhere I ain't going to eat at.
Right. Yeah, I know. Never heard of it.
I know me either.
4777 East Charleston Boulevard. So on their routine inspection, they got 39 demerits. They got a C.
Okay.
Nowhere we gonna frequent, but 4777 East Charleston. That is not the Angels because they doing some shit. And this was on 614. So I started scrolling a little bit, and whenever I see a restaurant that I do frequent, and they're even a B, I want to talk about it.
Yep.
So Baby Stacks made the list.
Really?
Which one?
7090 North Durango.
Oh.
But not in, for whatever reason, I can tell you right now that these inspectors are overworked and there's not enough of them to go around.
Okay.
Because up until this very moment, like right after that pandemic, they used to put what their violations were.
Right.
Now they won't.
Oh, okay.
So now we don't know what their violations are, but what I am looking for is your report card on your wall.
Okay.
So if you ain't got an A, if I still decide to frequent you on the B calls, I want to know that it's public, that you're still putting it where it's supposed to go.
Okay.
Right.
Because these were routine inspections, which means they knew the inspectors were coming.
Oh. And still didn't
Somebody
have their
still didn't
stuff
have their shit
straight?
together, so you're out of here in my book. If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm a little hardcore. If we know we're expecting an inspection and you ain't washing hands, cleanliness, because they're not looking at service, they're looking at the kitchen.
Right.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying? They're looking at refrigeration. They're looking at how things are stored. So, Baby Stacks, get it together.
Oh, wow.
I'm not going to write you completely off. But, in this world of everybody still getting A's, the standard is to
expect.
get an A.
Yep.
Yeah. So,
I
and then the
concur.
other one was a place I thought I wanted to dine, and you may have been there. It's Lola's. 1220 North Town Center.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What
Been
is
there
Lola's?
years ago.
It's a Cajun spot.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I don't remember what I had. I remember a friend had a crab cake. That's the only thing I can remember. They weren't all that great, though, from what I remember.
Okay.
I think we even had like a job, not catering, but we went there, a few coworkers, but they're not really all that memorable in my
Not
book.
really
so.
all that
Is
memorable.
the one in Summerlin?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh.
It's I think this hyphen Louisiana Kitchen.
Okay.
So listen, Louisiana Kitchen, we're gonna need you to be on your game.
Right.
You can't represent, you know what I'm saying, Louisiana, and you're not on your game.
Right.
So they got, it was 19 demerits. We don't know what they are. Again, they're not telling us, but I don't really care what they are.
Right.
If it's 19 and most demerits are 3s, you got too many of them.
Yep.
Right? So go on and get it together, Lolas.
And in
So,
Summerlin?
This spot I've never been to and probably never would because of its location. Southern Chicken and Biscuits, honey, at the Boulevard Mall on Maryland Parkway.
At the Boulevard Mall.
I thought the Boulevard
They have
Mall
a
was shut
seafood
down.
spot over there, too.
I've never, that don't mean nothing. I ain't heard of it.
I haven't either because I don't really go to the mall. I feel like it's you got to guard up when you go into the mall over there. I would run into our cousin Phil over there. Shout out to Phil,
Lord.
cousin Phil. Yeah,
That's it, right?
Right. Boulevard remind me of like a shut down
Like
swap
Phil.
meet almost.
Yeah, I
Like
heard you.
Speaking of swap meet, they made the list. So
The swap meet?
right on
Rancho?
in there. No,
Oh.
the Fantastic.
well,
1717 South
tomato,
Decatur.
tomato.
Pretty much said. You are straight up about that. So yeah, Happy's at Fantastic Swap Meet, 1770 South Durango, South Decatur. They got 39 demerits. That's a whole seat. But it's a swap meet.
Well,
You
when
know
is
what
the
I'm saying?
shutdown? What's the shutdown, demerit? I forget.
40.
40. Oh, damn, they right there.
That's what I'm saying.
That's right there.
That's what I'm saying.
Okay.
So I mean, it's
And
a
then
swap
what?
meet.
Is it their food spot in there?
It's called Happy's, and I'm imagining it's Asian.
that sound Asian.
No.
Ah,
I know they gonna be like, how you say happy sound Asian? Cause that's what they do.
they do.
That's how they name these spots.
They do. So they made the dirty dining list. China a go-go.
Oh
made
no,
the
that's
list?
that's horrible. I don't eat there.
I knew Taylor was gonna say that. I knew Taylor was going there.
I don't eat Chinese
Your mama
food. I
took
don't
me
know
out
what's
to
in
that
it.
place.
Don't throw me under the bus.
If I'm gonna eat it's gonna be Thai food, some Japanese
It is.
food.
Yeah,
It
I get
is.
that.
Stir
Can't
fry
do
and all that. I
Some
know.
real good stuff.
Chinese food is out.
However, it's a chain. And you know, I don't eat Chinese food. Jezzi is a
Maybe if I go to New York, I'll
Yes.
eat some Chinese food, but not in Vegas.
Not out
But
here.
anyway,
But I heard Vegas is famous. They got not famous, but they got in Chinatown. They got really good.
Okay,
Chinese
yeah,
food.
I would consider Chinese.
yeah, but I'm not fooling with them because I just don't know what they cracking over there. I don't know if it's what we're really eating because it's so much of a community that they can hang dry skin and put something in their backyard and put it right on your
Oh
table.
my
I know that's
gosh.
horrible to say, y'all, but
And those, come on, we gotta be real. A lot of those meats are very slimy, chewy, and
Stop
flat.
it.
I don't know what they are in the Chinese food.
flat.
It's really
Yeah.
it's different. So
different.
you got to be really careful, and we're already on the verge of fake meat.
That's
right?
true.
We're here. We have arrived. And so, anyway.
I guess if you don't see no dogs and cats roaming around, you already know. Huh?
I'm not going
I do.
there. So speaking of that, Sushi Time. They got 20 demerits. 4215 Spring Mountain. In that area we're speaking of.
See?
Okay.
Don't know what you're doing over there, Sushi. I don't know what you're rolling up. But you got to get it together. So another spot, Crown and Anchor Pub Restaurant, which is 1350 East Tropicana. And I usually like shouting that area around because a lot of Tropicana is walking distance from MGM, from Las Vegas Boulevard, and then you start
Right.
heading back towards the airport area. People go back in that area to eat.
Yeah, that's true.
Anyway, 29 demerits they got to see. And I've never heard of this spot, but once again, we're talking about North Durango. Mooyah Burgers, Fries, and Shakes.
Oh, they have like 2 stars on Yelp, so it doesn't
So they
really
not
surprise
great.
me.
Speak
I,
on
you
it.
know, I'll be yelping and I'll look for
Yeah.
burger spots, and I seen them in the corner. I think they're not too far from my house. But
They're
yep,
not.
I've seen
the
them.
address is 7080 North Durango.
Yep. Nope.
Wouldn't
Don't.
do it.
Wouldn't
do it.
Well, first of all, they set themselves up with Mooyah. Moo Yahoo. Don't moo me with my beef. You know what I'm saying? That's not gonna work. That's not gonna work for me. So anyway, they got 25 demerits. They got a C grade. So it just ain't working for what they got going on. Get it together. Now, Dutch Brothers, I only put them on there because they're popping up like 7-Eleven.
Yeah, they are.
Every corner.
Absolutely.
Right? So there's only 17, but it's only fair if I'm going to shout out anybody who's got B's. I'm going to go on down the list and give everybody the B shout out so that can't nobody call in. 702-551-5261 and say that I was just picking on them when they had a B and there's a whole bunch of other people had a B. So, yeah, 17 demerits. This one was Blue Diamond. 4585 Blue Diamond.
Okay. I know the area.
Yeah, get it together. The last one that I had to click on just to see, because I was just up at Thomas and Mack. And this is the Pizza and Brew spot. They got to be 17 demerits. Yeah, we were just up there for the wine tasting, the tequila and beer. And if you go to my page, I've got a bunch of different photos on Jnine Roberts. What's my name? Jnine Roberts on Facebook and Instagram, and you'll see I did a reel on the Lee's Liquor.
I really want to hear about your experience too, though.
All right, well, let's
It
roll.
looked like a good time.
I know,
It was a phenomenal
did.
time, and let me tell you something. Show up late.
Show up late.
I didn't have to wait on nobody for no ticket. I didn't have to do nothing. I walked in there and went everywhere I wanted to go, got my drinks, and I was lit 10 minutes later.
Really?
Lit.
My God, I'm with it.
Right? So
Always out of town when they come.
security wasn't messing with me. I didn't have to wait on nobody to bring me the ticket. She was just like, give me your ID. Let me make sure you're 21. Go on up and have a good time. I was like, you ain't said nothing but
Enough
two things.
said.
Right.
Enough said.
And y'all know the fool we acted when we went. So we went maybe as a group maybe 3 years ago.
Yes.
This is at Thomas and Mack.
Yeah.
And
it don't take much to walk around there and
baby,
get drunk.
Man.
I didn't even make it to the.
Right?
I was like, wait a minute, there's a whole nother side. I'm lit.
Yep. Got in the car, so I could drive. She said, "Nah, Taylor, you got." Had to pull over close to the house.
Did
too.
you know that?
That's I didn't know.
Let
Y'all
me
couldn't
out.
even get home.
I couldn't get home.
Couldn't get home.
I thought I had a
Yes.
grip. But once I got in the car, the car started spinning. I was
Right.
like, I'm pulling over, and I was Earl.
Oh,
Yes.
I think that's the last time I Earled.
Oh,
It was ugly.
oh wow. We was lit though.
Well,
That-
and I
Lord.
think Lee got smart.
Yeah,
His
he
descendants got smart.
did. Why?
Shout out to Lee. Rest
I
his
know.
soul.
Rest
in
in
peace.
R.P.
Because we got to see him and meet him when we
Yes,
went that
we
time too. We got
did.
pictures
That was nice.
with him.
That was fun.
That was nice.
Well, the fact that he made it tequila and beer, so people ain't running around mixing liquors and shit.
Right.
Oh, so it was just tequila and
It
beer.
was just tequila
Oh,
and
see,
beer.
that would have been right up my alley. A whole bunch of tequila, not a bunch of
Baby.
wines and
All that
vodkas.
Respato. Or?
Oh, and you know I went for that every time.
Reposado. There you go.
Anejo.
Lord.
So, I would say, once I made it through the entrance and kind of made my way around the circle, I'm lit now. I hear the DJ. I'm like, okay, last time we
We
didn't really
already
get
know
to
what that
experience that room. So in that room was a bunch of other elite drinks. So 1942 was over in the corner. You had to go all the way through the
That's
crowd
my
to know they was
Right.
back there. That went quick. It was first to go.
I
Any
bet.
of, any of
I
the yak,
bet.
any of the brown liquor was gone immediately because you know
Yes.
Negroes gonna go
We
right
love
Yeah,
our
that's
brown.
what-
yak.
We love
Okay,
our
they
pretty
love their
brown. We love our pretty
We
brown
do.
brown.
We do.
So so yeah, the DJ is playing. I'm recording, and I run into folks from the radio station, and I'm just like, oh yeah, this is lit. And I run into my daughter and my son-in-law, and then all his people. You know how he roll.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, it was just a really good time. Cardi B has this yes baby.
creams.
She's got that infused whipped cream
Yeah.
at Lee's Liquor, and
that
baby,
sound
when I
good.
tell you, it just took everything to the next level. It was just a scoop of whipped cream.
Mm-hmm. I think it's infused with like vodka.
It's infused with vodka, and it's so caramel, mocha, and some other flavors.
I was wondering
So
when
we
I
can-
see them closer. I see them whenever I'm out of town, but you always have to order them, so
Right.
maybe they're at Lee's now.
They're
So-
Lee's.
They
No,
are.
That's what it sounds like.
They're
Sound like it's
because I
about
have.
coming, huh?
I personally asked.
Loading.
Yeah, so,
Yes.
yeah, we might have to hit the spot. So
Yes.
that was impressive. Then there was a couple other places I just went, and then they started closing up. Now the Golden Knights were playing, and that was a reward because
Okay.
everybody stopped what they was doing and
To
they
watch.
won
Yes,
that night.
they
right?
did.
So they won the Stanley Cup. So shout out to the Golden Knights.
Shout out to the Golden Knights. They did their thing.
They did.
They did.
So they won that night.
Oh, so it's really
everybody
a party.
was just like, it was lit. It was just lit. Everybody was behaving pretty well. And I wasn't the one throwing up, but I did capture the woman who did.
I saw a lady on the floor. I think in
She
your
was on the
I
floor.
saw your daughter's picture of somebody laid out on the steps, just laid
They were laid on
out. I was crying. I said, "This is such an alcoholic event. I ain't even mad." I love.
I'm going
this
next
type
time
of
because it's twice a year, right?
It is
Like
twice-
November.
yeah,
or-
twice a year.
Yes.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm not missing
Yeah.
the next
We
one.
on that. We
Yeah,
on the next
we are.
round.
Yeah, and I'm a
For
tequila
sure.
fan, so it was just on and popping for me.
No, you was walking
I
around
was
here
on.
buzzing.
Yeah, and I had eaten a little something too, so my stomach was
yeah.
coated. It was on and
Oh,
cracking.
yeah.
So again, shout out to Lee's Experience. 'Cause
They need to
I
have
had
food. They
an
would really,
experience.
yeah. They need to have food up in there.
They want you drunk.
They do.
They want you to try.
Or little finger foods. Some
But here's
cheese.
another thing. If you wait towards the end, you meet some really good people, and they slide you bottles. So one person slid me a whole can of beer, some kind of flavored beer, and then I watched another lady tuck in a bottle in her little bag. I don't know if she stole it or they gave it to her. But I stayed around and met some people, and one of them told me we need to go to the Gamut in Henderson.
Damn it. What's that?
I looked it up. I don't know, but he said it's special as hell.
It's special?
Yeah.
I like special. Let's do special.
Right.
Let's be special.
It's called the Gamut.
I'm still in birthday celebration mode. I'm ready to do
Let's roll.
special.
So we're gonna check out the Gamut.
Special.
So I didn't really look up too much that was going on in the restaurant industry and food things are going on. I didn't really
Okay.
see no food truck events or any of that. It's the end of restaurant week. I've never done restaurant week, but it supports 3 Square, which is the homeless people, the people who help with the homelessness,
Okay.
right?
So we should probably support. at
Yeah,
some point.
we'll definitely get aboard. It's 6/5 to 6/16. However, I did find that they are extending it through 6/23 many of the restaurants
Oh, okay.
because
Nice.
it's been so successful. So Tay and I went to our spot on last Thursday
Okay.
at the Sahara, and they are a sponsor.
Oh,
I
they
thought I
are.
seen it somewhere. I'm sitting here trying to think
Yes.
where I saw that. Okay.
Okay.
So what happens during restaurant week is particular restaurants, you can go to restaurant week and Google it, and it'll take you to a website, and you'll see all the participants. And the participants have special menus, the prefix menus. Sometimes it's things that they don't really normally serve on the menu, but they're it's special because $1 of every, or depending on how much they want to donate, but the minimum is $1 of every dollar spent goes towards 3 Square, which is they've been doing that in Vegas for years.
I like to hear it. I like to hear it.
You
I
can go
will
sometimes
support.
and get 3 to 4 course meal for $45.
Oh, that's nice.
Right.
That's really good.
That's what our spot was offering.
Okay. Oh,
It was a 4 course.
Okay.
Yeah. So our spot is, I don't really want to give it up.
Okay. All right. Then
But because we're foodies, I owe it to the people to know where they can go somewhere and get a consistent, hot, great service.
It is consistent. It's like a never miss.
With some tea on the side.
Yeah,
That was really
that
good.
tea is
Yep.
that jasmine tea.
I got the chamomile
Oh, you
last
got the
time.
chamomile?
Oh, so
Yep.
good.
Was
Yeah.
you asleep? Was you ready to go to sleep?
I think we were pretty relaxed.
Yeah, we were pretty relaxed. So we had the jasmine and then we had the chamomile. And so this is a spot in the Sahara that we've come to love. It's the noodle. Is it the noodle den?
The noodle den?
Noodle house.
Something
house.
noodle.
Yeah.
Noodle.
Well, it's the only
Is in
noodle
the
spot
title.
in there, so
It's
you
not-
can't miss
right,
it.
Exactly.
Yep.
Yeah, so
Really.
that
And their
was a
food
hit.
is good all the time. I don't think we've had anything.
And we ordered something different.
You did?
Well, at least with the rice.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna make it at home because it was a very simple ordeal. It was ground chicken,
Oh.
which I've never thought to put in rice. It's like a
Right.
white rice,
Supposed to be a
right?
spicy ground
Yes.
chicken rice.
Okay.
Wasn't spicy at all, but it was really tasty.
It was
really
nice.
good.
with green
Yeah.
onions and whatever
Ooh,
else
that
flavor
sound
they put in
good.
it, right? So it was there. It was a different fried rice than what we get.
Okay. That
So
sounds
yeah,
good.
that's our little spot.
Making me hungry now.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, my stomach is growling. But now we're going to take a minute to dive into, matter of fact, we're going to take the rest of this show. Call in 702-551-5261. Holla at your girl, Jnine. Talk to Jezzi. Talk to all three of us. Talk to Tay. We're about to talk about the dating apps.
Oh, Lord.
We're about to, somebody's phone's
Lord.
up. Yep, turn your volume down. So, we're about to talk about dating. And we're about to talk about dating apps in particular. And I'm just going to sit back for a minute because I'm struggling with the concept.
I did it as an experiment.
So take over.
I did it as an experiment. So, Tay, this is on you.
Oh, they all turn to the left. Oh, wait. So we're talking about the dating apps. So I guess, it comes to the Black app, comes to Hinge, which you put me on, and
thank you.
It's really, it can be an overwhelming situation. But
I've y'all some hounds.
Yeah, some hounds.
Yeah, I think it goes both ways.
Yeah,
that's true.
I think it really goes both ways.
That's true.
But what was interesting to me was to go out to town with the app and just kind of see the difference in the men. Here they're a little bit more, I'm going to sit back, wait till we match. Went out of town. Oh, they weren't waiting. They seen that Instagram page up. They said, oh, no, I'm stepping to your DM.
That's what I love about Houston.
Yes.
My brothers in Texas,
men in Houston.
Okay.
I got so much love for y'all.
Yes.
It's not even funny.
They don't wait. They go after what they want. And even took care of me.
That's
met a friend.
alpha male behavior.
Yeah, I had a friend who was consistent all weekend from meeting at, we had drinks at a lounge, to him bringing us some food that Sunday, knowing that we were a little hungover. Brought us some food from, I think it's called Tommy Chen's, which is a big spot. It was so good. So just to, put us on to some stuff and had a good time. So it's nice networking and meeting people and yeah.
See, Houston men are more alpha male to me because these brothers out west wait for y'all to chase them. We not trying to chase y'all.
It's not going to happen.
We don't want that.
Get somebody else to do it.
If you wait for me to call you, you'll be waiting. You'll be waiting.
Right.
Yeah.
Houston, Texas, they coming after what they want.
Yes.
If they identify that you are her, you're her. And they coming for you.
Yep. Exactly.
Okay.
That's exactly how it happens.
I just think that I'm struggling with the dating apps, and I always have.
Yeah.
I've met some people on there, and it starts to give me anxiety for a couple of reasons. First of all, I don't like the recycling of these Negroes. Right?
If I
swipe left, don't show back up.
Don't show back up.
Right.
That gives me anxiety.
They're recycling, and that goes to show you how less of men there are in Las Vegas, first of all, because they will recycle a few times a day.
Really? Oh, wow.
That's not okay.
Ugly.
Okay?
That's not okay.
It's not okay.
I was so overwhelmed with that damn Black app, it put me to sleep.
I'm crying.
Oh God!
This is so
I was
funny.
asleep last night, just trying to set up my profile. I'm trying to set up the right picture because I don't want to show too much. I don't want to do too much. What am I sending? What message am I sending? Is this a cute picture? I was asleep, nigga. I swiped 2-3 times.
And for every 20 swipes, it might be one right swipe.
Right.
I'm like, it's so many than there are.
So I looked it up because I was just a little curious if it's just me or is it a widespread thing. Using the dating app can lead to increased feelings of stress and anxiety. So a little small sample of people were done on this test. It was 475 people over 18 found that using the app has significantly higher rates of psychological distress, anxiety, and depression.
Oh, wow.
And here's why. The endless freaking cycle of swiping
Yes.
and having no results.
Yes. Or
So I done spent 30 minutes swiping recycled Negroes across the country. And I have no resolve, and I'm still without, some companionship or some love.
she said still.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Or, oh my God, there's so many. I'm not trying to say weirdos, but I don't know any other terminology to use at this point. So let me take that back. So, a few guys, they were in my NBN, and I might have swiped right. It's right if you like them, right? So there was this one guy, he was my age, he was 53, right? So I was like, and I looked at his profile, and I was like, dang, he looked young for 53, like really young. And I was like, oh, okay, well, I'm going to swipe right on him. So he hit me up and we start talking. So we talk offline, right? I gave him my number. Mind you, we're an experiment. This is an experiment. We're experimenting. Let me make that clear. So I give him my number. He reaches out. And, you know, he's giving me his spiel. I'm like, where are you from? He says he's in San Diego, but he travels a lot. He just left Las Vegas. He's been to 15 countries or 15 places in the last 90 days because he's looking for a new home. And he hasn't figured out where he wants to live. He's from Morocco, but he lived in Miami. Now he's in San Diego.
All right, he got a whole lifestyle.
Yeah, he got a whole lifestyle. So I said, you know what? I need to know if you are who you say you are, because your pictures, you look really young. And he was like, I am. And I was like, let's FaceTime. So, mind you, here's where it gets real interesting. He says I said, you got an iPhone? No iPhone. First red flag. Okay, so then I was like, well, do you have WhatsApp? If you travel across the world, you got WhatsApp. He was like, oh, I don't have WhatsApp. Okay, so I was like, all right. You ain't traveling the world then if you don't have WhatsApp.
So see, what I'm saying is, see how much time you just spent
exactly
trying to plug in to see if
yeah,
this
I'm
is
so tired of telling
who...
people about myself.
Right. The same recycled information. Over and over and over again.
So during the pandemic, there was a surge of online and apps. It really surged, and clearly it's here to stay. But they're also saying that dating apps destroy relationships. And when they say relationship, I don't think they're necessarily meaning two people together and now it's a problem because we surfing.
Right.
It's destroying potential relationships because any flaw or disagreement or judging the picture by the way they look and swiping, you're moving on because it gives you an excuse to explore other people. So you're not going to waste no time. And I get the concept of not wasting time, but what they're saying is basically you're not even, people are seeing other people all over the apps.
Oh, yeah, that's
right?
True.
So
that's true.
They're getting you confused. Like you had one that sent you a message, right? And it was like, wrong girl.
Yeah, exactly. Wrong woman. I mean, he had sent me the same message like earlier in the day and then turned around and sent it again, but it was a little different, so I knew it was meant for someone else. And then he was like, oh, my phone must be tripping. I was like, all right, let me go on and get you out my phone. And why he reached out again? And I was like, you're going to have to give me some identifying information. He was like, you know what? You sound like the police. You have a nice life.
You got called the popos.
He called me the popos.
That's too bad.
I said, I need some more identifying information. Who are you? Because I had already deleted them on my phone.
Yeah.
So I wasn't interested.
And that's why I do like when people post up their social medias. Because I'm like, all right, I can dig and dive into you a little bit more.
So I got another guy. He was like, you know what? I've been catfished. I need to see your social media.
Especially in Vegas. These women or
I
not.
Heard.
It's a lot of stories.
And so I gave him my Facebook page, and so he hit me up online, and we had a decent conversation, and then he just went flatline.
Yeah.
But then showed up on my birthday with these long, drawn-out messages. I'm like, boy, I don't know you. What are you doing? I don't, what? Where do you men come from? What is the problem?
Yeah, I don't know, but I will say that it's being labeled hypothetical living. So everybody's living by a what if or a possibility or a dream, so to speak. Everybody, it's not real. So these
and then they want a quick entertainment, and then they fall off because they're really not looking for much.
They're not looking for much. This is entertainment for them.
I agree with that.
And so the online texting and communication doesn't necessarily accurately reflect reality because these are people living in a virtual world. So they can make you think what they want you to think, and a lot of people are going to fall for it, or they wouldn't even have the catfish concept.
That's true.
People are still falling for that mess. So,
and I just know how to ask the right questions because I'm not going for no craziness.
Yeah, I'm not asking nothing because you're not going to find me on the apps. I'm just not going to do it.
You're not going to do it.
I'm outside. We will meet where we meet.
I love the organic. I will never trade in organic meetings for online.
Oh, and I
dating.
met so many people in Houston. It's just such a different, whole different feel.
Right.
Just all over. You don't even have to be in the clubs out there. You're just
it.
walking down the street and meeting people.
Let me tell you something about that.
We are everywhere.
That's how
And they are
Oakland used to be. That's
friendly.
why we talked about it a couple of weeks ago. That's how Oakland used to be. You could go outside on any given day in any community, and it was going to be a vibe somewhere with somebody.
Right.
And there's nothing more satisfying than seeing somebody who's eyeballing you and you eyeballing them. Oh, baby. Oh, I like the way you look. You like how I look. I think you got what I need. Let's talk. So, in terms of online dating, to send some messages to the listeners, everybody who's tuning in, face-to-face interaction is the best.
Absolutely.
It's the best.
Absolutely.
If you have a problem meeting people or you have a problem, approaching people, make yourself have at least an available look.
Right.
Don't look desperate, but have a look that's I'm approachable.
Okay.
And then that sends energy to people like, oh, you look really nice today. You look radiant. That sends radiance. Smiles, hello. That's the kind of interactions you want. And listen, safety first.
Right. Absolutely.
Safety first. So when you're going to meet these people, make sure it's in public spots. Make sure it's in a place. Don't invite strange people to your homes. And then, don't judge a photo alone is what they're saying. If you see somebody who actually has qualities and maybe even kind of showing up in some kind of way, don't just judge the picture because I'm swiping. I'm judging.
You judge
all day long.
You can't help it
I don't
because that's
like
all
your
you really
haircut.
got.
I don't like the way your beard look. I don't like that crooked nose.
First off, the height. I'm
Swipe.
seeing 5'7". Oh, I don't care what you look like.
Swipe.
I know. Anything. If I see
Swipe.
5'7", 5'8", 5'9",
Swipe.
left.
And then I see you got a hat on. What you look like with that hat off?
Because y'all be half fishing too.
Half fishing.
Cousin Phil has joined the conversation. He said, yep, old school. Oakland, we old school. So,
Old school.
Yeah. He said, all I can say is, can I be a friend? Yeah, boy. Listen, I don't know what you got going on, cuz, but you got a lot of friends.
Yeah, he
They really do like you.
Yeah, he do.
So they say be honest in what you're looking for. So if you're just looking for entertainment, then you're just looking for entertainment. If you're looking for fun and hookup, you're looking for hookup. But I noticed a lot of the things that I did find is that people are getting tired of the hookups and they really want something real.
Yeah.
They want real people
That's
in their
true.
lives. So it's turning a little bit from everybody just wanting to trick or hook up. And at least that's what statistics are showing, that people really want something more
is
meaningful.
real.
Well,
it's real.
it really is.
I mean,
I'm just
you'll
looking to
figure
find
it
some
out.
friends and have some fun and travel.
Bottom line, yeah, I'm in full agreement.
Yeah.
Have realistic expectations. That was huge. So you can't expect an online guy to just be who he says he is. So I'm not giving you nothing up front online. If I'm doing that app shit, I'm not giving you nothing in terms of face value.
Right.
I'm going to see what you see. See what you do. I'm not having expectations. So be reasonable with your expectations. And explore other dating options. So there's more than just the app. There's more than just, meeting in person. There is the whole travel concept.
Travel.
I've met
is
some of the
good.
nicest people just on the airport or in the
Yeah.
airport or
I
in the midst of
agree.
traveling. Let me tell you something.
I agree.
I've been on at least 4 trips out of this country. Out of this city, out of the state, where I've met Uber drivers that will take care of me. Male and female. Let me know. I'll come get you. These my hours, and I swear I've taken them up. I got one girlfriend that I'm on with Facebook. She was doing her Lyft. We called her from the hotel. She picked us up, and because she loved our vibe and what we was doing, she made recommendations of where we should go, and she said, I'll be back to pick you up. And I want you to actually meet me at this bowling alley where my people are having some stuff going on. She picked us up. So be open.
Right.
You got to be open. And so the thing to really keep in mind, too, is that most great relationships happen when you're not expecting
Not
them.
expecting them.
Yep.
Thank you, Phil.
Yeah. So
Yes,
it's
you're
nothing real no
absolutely
more.
right
I
about
know, because it really doesn't feel like, because everybody has a way to escape.
Right.
That's how we doing. We doing text messaging. We doing online. We doing apps.
Had somebody asked me if they can call me today. That was kind of foreign. I'm like, call me. You want to talk?
Like, actually hear your voice.
You want to talk? What you want to talk about? Yeah, so I personally, I'm a bow out on the apps.
You ain't fooling with them.
Well, I got enough going on in my DM.
Yeah. Ain't nothing wrong with it.
I am not gonna lie. And these are people that are credible. You know what I mean? That I can see or that I've been knowing for years. And I told you last time, these niggas want somebody cooking, and I'm cooking all the time. And I swear, all they want can I come over for a meal? Can you bring me a meal? Can you come cook for me? I get that all the time. Y'all, do you even know what I look like?
Right.
Or you watching my food? So, ladies, those of you who cook, like to cook, want to learn how to cook, because these men still want to be fed.
Let me tell you, I saw this man on TikTok. He said, from a divine masculine male perspective, I would much rather, if I was a woman, I would much rather cook a man a meal than give up the coochie trying to get to know who that man is. And I was like, hello?
All day.
All day, baby. I'd rather he said it would be much easier to try to figure out who a man is over some chicken wings and a good conversation and a bottle of wine than giving up the coochie and then trying to figure out who you dealing with.
And now, do I really want to cook for you now?
And now, do I really
or do y'all talk again? Like, that'd be the biggest.
Exactly.
That is. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like that changes the energy. Like,
And
I done already got it. So.
Exactly. Yeah. And I was like, he's right. I feel that. And you being a chef and they coming out of the woodworks for a woman that can cook, because a lot of these women ain't cooking.
And they're bachelors, they're bachelors too, so they ready to eat.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm fending them off. I'm basically saying, no, I'm not coming to cook for you.
Right.
And yes, there's a price tag. I'm not cooking for anybody free, and I'll shop for you. I will go grocery shopping. I will come to the house. I'll even wear a tutu. Yeah, I will.
Hey, that might be a nice service.
You know what I'm saying? Shoot, I'll fool
for
around.
an extra fee.
And the fees keep growing as you keep asking.
Exactly.
No, I'm just playing. But no, but it is. It still is the original. And I'm gonna tell you something too about an alpha male. You can't be too sensitive around them. So if you're used to a sensitive man, or a man who's not as aggressive or as assertive, or maybe is not as business oriented and not as hard with his efforts or whatever, you may not be used to an alpha man, because they really want what they want, and they speak how they speak, which is usually pretty straightforward, and sometimes it can hurt your feelings. So you got to be real careful too, when you're dealing with these alpha men, because they demand what they want. As they should.
I get it. I mean,
I appreciate
if they're a true alpha male, then absolutely.
And I appreciate you being straightforward. Tell me what you want.
I prefer transparency, and you tell me right up front
what
you're
women
looking
say,
for.
honey. That's what they
and
say.
I mean
right?
that wholeheartedly.
Right,
I absolutely do.
Yeah.
I mean that, because I like.
And it's attractive. I like a man who knows what he wants and can be confident in what he wants.
Right.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, we have a few minutes. Anybody want to call in 702-551-5261 and join the conversation? Now I want to ask you, so speaking of that, what is it that you're looking for, or not so much looking for, but what are some of the things that you really would like in a male figure? Even the person that's going to even the person that's going to be traveling. You know how you said you just want some friends that can travel? That means you need to be financial astute. You need to have a little bread in your pocket.
Flexibility.
And you don't have to be wealthy or rich. You have to have a wealthy mind. So that means you have discipline enough to put some money away for us to have a good time on the trip.
Exactly.
That's a decent
Actually,
request.
I have a trip coming up with a friend in a few weeks.
I always ask men if they have their passport, because if they don't, I don't really want to deal with that.
You local boy.
You
the local boy makes good.
Yeah, that's.
And I'm not going to discount you if you don't have one. I will encourage you to go get one, so that we can see the world together, so that we can grow and learn and get some culture about us. But I like, at this point, I need you to be together. So
yeah, it's no more potential. We're older than potential.
Beyond potential.
Yeah.
I did potential for a long time. I'm not going down that route.
So you
anymore.
didn't answer the question, and then I want you to answer the question.
She said you didn't answer it.
Well, like I said, confidence, transparency. I like a very confident man. I like someone who can be very straightforward, who can admit their wrongs, or just, who is, what's what I'm looking for? Starts with an A. Who is
Affluent?
But I can't think of the word.
Articulate?
No, just can admit their wrongs, or just
accept accountability.
Accountable. That is my word of the year.
Okay,
Thank you. I'm just
accountable.
like, drew a blank. Accountability is huge, huge. Just open and consistent.
That's
Consistent.
my main
That is my biggest pet
ingredient
peeve, is an
there.
inconsistent person.
Main ingredient, consistency.
Yep. And I don't ask for that. Those are the main things that I look for.
And you know, it's funny because that list isn't
It's not that
asking a
bad.
lot, right?
It's not. It's
At all.
a reasonable list.
Yep.
Absolutely.
It's reasonable. So,
Absolutely. Consistency is important to me. I want a consistent companion. I'm not looking for marriage or nothing like that right now, because I don't necessarily want to commit in that regard, but I do want someone that's going to be consistent. I like funny. I like that you like to get out, spontaneous, that you can be like, you know what? Let's do something.
We can go out together.
Yeah, spare of the moment. Everything doesn't have to always be very structured.
Yeah, and I'm going to tell you something. If you're not spontaneous, we won't make it.
We ain't gonna make it if you're not spontaneous.
Because you're gonna be mad at me. Because I'm heading out tomorrow.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I need somebody that can either head out with me, or accept that I'm heading out.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
All of that.
Right?
Yep.
I don't need you possessive asking where I'm going and what I'm doing. You either joining me or you're allowing me to go, and we good when I come back, right?
Yep.
So
Absolutely. Absolutely.
if you are not spontaneous, we are not going to make it.
And funny. I am a sucker for a sarcastically funny
Keep my cheeks
man.
hurting.
Keep my cheeks hurting. I mean, it can just have me rolling. And I like dark humor. I like sarcastic humor. I like all that kind of crazy stuff. All honesty. And that's big. But you got to have your shit together. That's for sure.
You do. And when I say spontaneity, I know if I get the kind of man that I want, he's working. Or if he's not working, he's working on himself, which means you got stuff to do.
You got stuff to do.
I need you to be busy.
Absolutely.
So I don't expect you to drop everything you got going on. Spontaneity to me is, baby, pack your bags. I got a trip.
That's
baby,
right.
Put your coat on. We got dinner.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna reciprocate.
Exactly.
You're gonna love me because I am. I'm like, let's roll out.
Let's go.
I love a road trip. So.
I feel like my saying is, a man with money has no time, and a man with time has no money. So if you got too much time on your hands, I'm gonna pick that up real quick.
It's questionable.
Real quick, and be like, okay. Unless you old and retired on a hill somewhere in
and maybe
Summerlin.
not old and retired, because these young men are retiring pretty young.
Yeah,
they really are
getting their cash off that crypto. Cash now.
So we should probably. It would be really interesting if we could have like a dating party.
What
you know
mean?
How they do the speed dating?
Oh,
but just a different type of mix and mingle, because they do a lot of mixers, and I know that's supposed to be business, and I get you better slide a business card and call me later type stuff. But I think it should be focused on mainly a bunch of singles in the room enjoying themselves, walking around, chit chatting. It's the same as the speed dating, except we're not sitting at a table. Next.
Yeah.
Next,
Right.
Timer's up. Did you make any connection?
Right.
I think that would be pretty phenomenal.
I do too.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed.
It would definitely beat the app, because it is a thumbs down for me for the dating apps.
I missed a big word too in my description, is generous, because I'm generous with myself. So you're going to have to be generous as well, because if I can spend $100 to $200 on a meal for myself, I kind of need you to be able to reciprocate.
Oh yeah.
Because if I can spoil myself, you kind of have to have that ability as
Otherwise,
well.
what
Yeah, you know what we doing this for? I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
I'm just saying.
So
Anyway.
yeah, it's a no for me for the apps. I'll continue
would
to
you
meet
give it?
people.
Oh, they're very overwhelming. But I enjoy the apps. Lately, I've been on the Hinge because they've been a little bit more responsive. But I was on the phone talking to my best friend today. I'm like, oh, I think I'm about to get off these apps because it's probably a few men every day. And at this point, I'm like,
So for every
not in
20 to 25 men, it might be one or two.
Right.
That don't work for me. Them odds don't sound
You don't
right.
like them odds, yeah.
And I mean, I opened up my radius too. I was like, let me expand out of Vegas because I mean, and odds are I'm gonna know this dude. If I don't know him, I'm gonna know somebody who know him. So let me move.
Yeah, Vegas is so small.
Yeah, so I opened up my horizon. I expanded my radius. That didn't help.
I'm here for it, but I do believe taking a break from it because, just being on it consistently is not healthy, I don't think.
I don't think it is either because I think it starts to distort something.
I
Not sure
see
what
that.
that is, but
Yeah.
it feels like it might just, be a stretch of things. So
I can see that. Just like you gotta fast from scrolling on IG and Facebook every now and again. I think that would be a reasonable thing to do to maintain
But
your
I'm not
sanity.
opposed to it. I like it. Some people are very genuine on there. They are,
Yeah.
real people. But you got to scroll through the
I
crazies
know.
and
Why
everything.
was
yeah.
Why this one guy said he asked me what I was looking for, and I was like, consistent companionship, good food, good time, and a good sense of humor. He was like, well, I'm looking for a wife and I want to settle down. Girl, why I unmatched him? I was like, oh, no, you're doing too much. I didn't need you to dig that deep that quick. I felt so bad, but I was like, come on.
Too
now.
fast. Huh?
Well, that's what he's looking for.
Right.
And if he keeps that same
Energy.
momentum,
Yes. He'll
find
find
her.
what he's looking for.
she's going to say, oh, me too. Boy.
Right.
Let me plan my future. So, yeah, I got tired even when I tried the Tinder.
Oh, Lord.
My idea of doing it was because I was trying to get where these flight attendants was getting relocation every time they landed. I was really trying to get my hoe on, y'all. Like, I was really trying to get in the industry and figure out how this works. Because I got a hotel room.
She did.
I got a hotel room everywhere I land. A whole hotel room.
She was trying to have fun everywhere she landed.
I mean, ain't nothing wrong with it.
Let
I
me tell
saw
you
one
something.
flight attendant, and I looked at her. I was like, girl, I know you
I know
a
you
hoe,
tricky.
girl, because you are
You are
cute.
pretty.
Your boobs is huge. You way too cute. I know you got some whole life up in you.
And let me tell you something. I'm going to give you one little secret. If you push them up and you serve the right crowd, you get tips. I didn't know flight attendants get tips. I never tipped because I never thought about that as a service they're providing.
Right.
When they came, doo-doo, what would you like, sir?
Mm.
And he like, here you go, $5. It was never small bills either. And, I take it back to the girls and be like, girl, we got drinks when we finish. Right? So flight attendants do take tips because they are providing a service when they come and ask you, what drink do you want? And when they serve you alcohol, they cracking the bottle for you.
Yeah, that's true.
I could never crack the bottles. So I had to start buying utensils that would help me crack them little ugly bottles. But, it's something about being at the hotel at different cities that you turn the app on. Now, I might be game for that.
Yes.
Okay.
Please turn it on when you're out of town.
Out of
At least.
town, out of Vegas.
Give you a different view because Vegas ain't nothing. You're going to keep recycling
Yeah, we're going
the
to have to
same
hit
20 men.
Houston up, girl. Houston is...
ASAP.
Man.
Yeah.
We got
Nothing
to
like it. The nightlife, everywhere we went, the food.
And they stay like them is some real men. They don't care.
Yeah.
They buy drinks.
And everywhere you go, you can any, mini, miny, mo it. It's going to be somebody, or a bunch of people in wherever you go. It's just
That's
so
witty.
much.
Yep.
Nobody ever wants to come back from Houston.
Nobody.
True that.
Nobody.
Except you come back with an afro.
Right.
I don't
You
even...
going to come back with an afro.
Yeah, that humidity.
The humidity.
Yes.
honey.
Or that wild
Horrible.
night.
It's
Both.
a combination of both.
Both.
You better get it together. So, yes, it's been another episode, a wonderful episode, great
Yes.
conversation. You got 3 single ladies. Listen, we out here, and we doing it, and we bringing it
We
every
out,
Thursday. 6
Happy
p.m.
Thursday.
Yes.
Let's get it together with Jnine.
And Jezzi.
And Tay.
Yay.
And right now we send nothing but love and blessings.
Yes. Peace, love, and light. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.